Hello. We're in Brooks Kitchen in Chattanooga, Tennessee today, and we're going to try to make a recipe that my mother made almost every week when I was a child, and we always had it when we visited her on our visits when the children were growing up. It's called plain cake, and it's a lighter version of pound cake, whereas a pound cake takes 6 eggs. Mother's cake only took 3 eggs, but people confuse it and call it pound cake all the time, and it didn't hurt her feelings. You begin the recipe with a cup of some sort of fat. My mother used a cup of Crisco. Today I've got a 1/2 cup Crisco and a 1/2 cup of butter. I have found that the taste of the butter improves the flavor of the cake. So that's what we start with, and we will add 2 cups of granulated sugar before I turn the mixer on. Here's the sugar. I'm adding it to the butter and the shortening mixture. Okay, we have mixed the shortening, butter, and the sugar until it's nice and creamy. And now we're gonna add 3 eggs, one at a time. Usually I crack one at a time. Brooke cracked all 3 at once, and so we're gonna add just a portion of the eggs until the 3 portions are mixed in to make this mixture even more creamy. Okay, the eggs have been blended in. It's nice and creamy and ready to add the alternating flour and buttermilk. It takes 1 cup of buttermilk and 3 cups of flour, and we will be sifting the flour as we add it so that there will be no lumps. That's what Grandma insists. All right, we have creamed the flour and the buttermilk into the mixture that we already had, and now I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, which activates real well with any recipe that contains buttermilk, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna put like half of this. And last, we add 2.5 teaspoons of lemon extract. That gives it a wonderful flavor. The butter in it plus the lemon makes it delicious. We've got all the ingredients mixed well into the mixing bowl. And after I scrape the beater off just a little bit, it will be ready to put into a tube pan. Today we're using a bundt pan because we don't have a traditional tube pan. And I recommend that you not use an angel food pan unless you have some kind of parchment paper or something to line it with, because it may drip out into your oven. So Mom used an old-fashioned tube pan, aluminum, and I'm using a Nordic ware bundt cake pan today, and I'll show it to you. This is the bundt pan, which says it's already non-stick. However, I don't trust it, so I've added swiping of shortening and then dusted it with powder on top of that to create a nice crust, and hopefully it will release after we finish baking the cake. So this is the cake pan, and this is the cake batter. It's going into the pan. We're gonna bake it at a 325-degree oven for 1 hour and 5 minutes. The original recipe called for 1 hour and 20 minutes, but my oven cooks faster than that. So we're hoping that 1 hour and 5 minutes will be sufficient to make this done, but yet still moist and delicious. To prevent the cake from being lopsided, you try to even out the level of the batter all the way around the tube, and as it rises, it will still do its own thing, that this helps it to be a little more even all the way around. And it's ready to go in the oven. Right, it's been exactly 1 hour and 5 minutes, and the cake looks done. Let's test it. Comes out clean. That means it's good. My sister said that the first piece, when it comes right out of the oven, is the best.